お前に話したかわからないが、あれが命なんだよ。そう、あれのことだ。なんだったかな。あれだよ。くそ、いつも忘れる。
ライデル、気持ちはわかるけど心配しないで。ベビーパウダーもちゃんと使ってるし大丈夫だよ。
応援してるぞ。
ありがとうライデル。
あ、スピードだ。スピードが命。
わかるやつにはわかるよな。そうだろう
よ。アレクは私を外したみたい。あんなに変だった？
ああ、うん、そりゃもちろん。
感じるか？
大金かけてうちらを止めに来るよ。
感じるぞ。サメを覚ませ。
成功したらどうする？
さあね、クルー集めて世界救って、家に帰ってビール開けて家族を語ってバーベキューして変わり映えしない毎日を何度も何度も繰り返す。レイクショアでの流儀を教えてやるよ。
一応言っとく。悪かったと思ってるよ。やり直す時間が2年もあったのに何もやらなかった。
そう、でもあの車はもらうから、涙ぐらいで許すと思わないでよ。
涙だって？ベラベラ喋ってる暇があったらレースの心配してな。
ほら静かにさあいよいよだ。携帯でスタートラインを確認しな。マジな話、サツは今回のこと掴んでて巡回する気だ。だからってやめないよな。よーし、お待ちかねのレイクショーグランドの時間だ。
だっそ。要するにどっちかが勝てばいい。
ライデルを思い出すよ。
ものすごい騒ぎになってるわ。
容疑者の姿を確認。あとは追う。
あれで走って勝てると思う？
心配か？
かもね、あんたの安全が。
こいつは逃さない。パフォーマンスを上げてこい。
あれで大丈夫？
お前のチューンじゃないからね。
ターが追跡に加わる。
まだレースの世界にいるとはね。とっくに燃え尽きてると思ったよ。
そういう話なら今はめちゃくちゃ燃えてるよ。
司令局、こちらインターセプター。我々も容疑者を追う。
うちのチャンスについて何も言うことないの？
悪いけど今忙しい。また今度にして。
一つでも間違えればお前は終わりだ。
畜生、激しくぶつかってきやがった。全車両へインターセプターが到着した。
さっさと終わらせや。行くところがあるんだ。
おっと、今のは事故だぞ。厄介者が来たみたいだ。
レーサーを追跡中だ。
気をつけろ。
第1ラウンド通過か。意外とやるね。
何？事故を期待してたのか？
事故らなくても私が勝つさ。
AWD 到着。サポートを開始する。
司令局、インターセプターが現場に到着。司令局、アンダーカバー到着した。
お望みなら手加減してやるよ。
何をするんだ？
バックで走ってやる。
やればラップタイムが縮まるかもね。
レーサーが突っ込んできやがった。
金をもらうのは私のようだな。
逃げられる時に逃げるべきだったな。司令局、容疑者は逃走中。
こんな動き見たことあるか？お前の金の山で泳いでやるよ。
ね
今度は何ジャスミン？
え、まだ諦めてないのかと思って。
目を閉じて走ってるのか？だったら説明がつく。
見てるみたいだ。
抜いたぞ。
車を取られるのが心配なの？
集中しないと事故って泣く羽目になるぞ。
集中してる。車を取り戻すことにね。
もっとやれるだろ。まあ私の買いかぶりかもしれないけど。
まだまだだな。
到着した。追跡に合流して蹴りをつける。
お手並み拝見だ。警察に気を取られるなよ。レースはまだ続いてる。
第1ラウンド通過か。意外とやるね。
何？事故を期待してたのか？
事故らなくても私が勝つさ。
司令局、パトロール現場に到着。
気をつけな。これから仕掛けるから。お望みなら手加減してやるよ。
何をするんだ？
バックで走ってやる。
やればラップタイムが縮まるかもね。
こちらインターセプター、追跡する。
やられた。
痛かったぞ、かなりな。
ずっとその調子ではいられないだろ。ね
今度は何ジャスミン。
え、まだ諦めてないのかと思って。
目を閉じて走ってるのか？だったら説明がつく。
このストリート野郎は完全にイカれてる。被疑者が車を当ててきた。なんてやつだ。
車を取られるのが心配なの？
集中しないと事故って泣く羽目になるぞ。
集中してる。車を取り戻すことにね。
もっとやれるだろ。まあ私の買いかぶりかもしれないけど。
こちら AWD、こいつを捕まえたらビールをおごるよ。
俺を止めたいなら軍隊を用意しろ。
ストリートレーサーが街を走行中。止めるぞ。全ユニット、インターセプターが奴の逮捕へ向かう。
どうしたジャスミン？連絡なかったけど。
レースに集中してたんだ。あんたもそうすれば。
もちろんそうしてるよ。そして車の奪還に一歩近づいただろ。
今日くらいは冗談を封印して過ごしなよ。
くそ、やられた。
あんたが塗装を選んだの？
ああ、なんで？
やりたい仕事って服装でわかるだろ。あんたピーロンになりたかったのか。
誰か追跡って言ったか？こちらインターセプター、全力で被疑者を追う。
いずれヘマする。いつもそうだろ。
ジャスミン、うちが拾う前に詳細を教えてくれ。失敗は嫌いなんだ。
本気で勝てると思ってるの？
思ってるわけじゃない。
だね、あんたはそういうやつだ。
そう、こちらアンダーカバー、追跡から離脱する。航空支援、現場に到着。また見失った。
恐れ入るよ。よくここまで来たな。
あれ？うちのテクにお手上げか？
そのテクってやつを見たかどうかで言えば見せつけられたな。いずれヘマする。いつもそうだろ。
司令局、やられた。
話に近づくことはできないだろうな。
俺も警察を相手にしたくない。
司令局、容疑者の追跡を再開する。こちらヘリ、ターゲットを見失った。
インターセプター現場に到着。みんなできることがあったら言ってくれ。
ラストだ。この緊張耐えられるか？
うちは2年間耐えてきた。
我慢するのは体に悪いぞ。
インターセプターが被疑者にやられた。
楽しいレースだな。
ターゲットの姿を再び確認。全車両へ被疑者を見失った。司令局、
最後の運転を楽しみなよ、ジャスミン。すぐにお別れだ。
ああ、世紀の一戦になる。間違いない。
管制局、ヘリが上空から現場に到着した。
みんなできることがあったら言ってくれ。当てられた。
金が欲しいなら力ずくで奪え。
あと少しだ。今までの借りは全部ここで返す。
はいはい。それは私のセリフだけどね。
口だけは達者だな。
畜生、被疑者にやられた。
ラストストレート、もうすぐゴールだ。
それ本当にゴールか？
うちにはわかる。もうすぐ勝つからね。
そこを死守できるか？
前に出て奴を減速させる。司令局、インターセプターも容疑者を追うぞ。
容疑者から目を離すな。
司令局、ヘリが到着。こちらヘリ、ターゲットを見失った。くそ、逃げ足だ。
エコひいきが好きだな。
そう。それでアレックは？
破産したよ、お前のおかげで。
そう。なんで喜んでるの？
あれ、私がアレックの仲間だと思ってた？何度言えばわかるのスピーディー。一点買いはしちゃダメって言ったでしょ。私は勝てば勝ち、でも負けても勝ってるんだよ。勉強になった？信頼なんてない。
いいや、違うよ。
ねえ、乗ってもいい？
おい、報酬だ。いや、気をつけろ。前に乗った時よりパワーアップしてる。
パワーアップ？きっとライデルも改造したとこ知りたがるよ。
本当？
車をガレージまで運んでくれる人がいる。遅れないでよ。ジャスミン、この車キャロライナ・リーパーより強烈だよ。
だろ？
この車に乗れてたらもっと色々できただろうな。
しょっぱなからクラッシュとか？
さっき見たこともう忘れたの？
何度かパニックになってただろ？
でも負けたのは一人だけだ。
返しがきついな。
飛ばしすぎか？
もうちょい手加減してくれ。
2年も待ったんだぞ。手加減なんてするわけないだろ。
スイッチが入ったか。警告はしたよ。
ずっと手を加えてきたんだね。
昼夜惜しまずな。
わかる。こいつでもグランドで勝てなかったなんて嘘みたい。
その話はもうやめて。
そうはいかないよ。
この街には思い出が詰まってる。
もううちらの街だよ。見せつけてやったんだ。レースでレイクショアの伝説になった。
まだやるべきことはある。トップでいるのは難しい。みんなが引きずり下ろそうとしてくるんだ。本当だよ。
この車があれば楽勝。ライデルが見たら喜ぶだろうな。
ねえ、私も言って平気？
大丈夫だろう。
頑固だし。
最近鏡見た？
私は違う。
マジで言ってんの？ D リングでジャンボチリサンドの全部乗せを頼んだ時のこと覚えてる？
それが？
ライデルは「おい食い切れないだろ」って。
だから？
そして口に詰め込めるだけ詰め込んで。
ライデルの全身にぶちまけた。
でライデルは？
サラダを頼むならくっつかないやつにしろ。
会いたいな。
ライデルもそう思ってるよ。
どうだか。
間違ったことを認めるんだ。
間違いといえば
何？
みんなこのドラマが大好きさんは？
ったく、いい雰囲気をぶち壊したいのか？
何？私だけ責めるの？
どうかな。あいつなしじゃグランドは勝てなかった。
つまり私の代わりってわけ？
テスはジャスミンの代わりじゃない。そもそもテスはスパナとトルクレンチの違いも知らなかった。
あいつらしいな。
さつまいもとヤムイモの違いは知ってたけどね。
違いがあるの？彼女の策略には気づかなかったのか？
疑ってはいたけど、正直お前に勝つこと以外頭になかった。
負けたのは仕方ない。でも賭け勝負が好きなやつは自分勝手なんだよ。
かもね。でも誰だってやり直すチャンスをもらう権利はある。自分を変えるチャンスを。
はいはい。皮肉ね。ガレージを見るのが楽しみだな。ライデルがレンチーが見つからなくて言ってたこと思い出してた。
先週ライデルがレンチーに話しかけてたよ。
なんて言ったの？
どうしていつもすぐ見つかるんだ？置いた場所から動いてないなってからかうためにお前が隠したって言っといた。
ちょっと気が変わったかも。
ジャスミン、またうちの車で逃げるのはやめてよ。
約束はできないね。最初の頃覚えてる？
ああ、もちろん。
失うものがない機械マニアたち。
すぐ全てをものにするって思ってた。
そう思ってたのはあんただけ。私は現実を見てた。
かもね。でもあのジャンプをさせたのはお前だぞ。
始まる前に終わってたかも。でもあのスリルは捨てられないよな。
そのために生きてる。あれが命なんだ。
やめてくれ。でもそうだな。 全部始まったばかりだ。
言えてる。それにガレージにはまだ足りないものがある。
え？
ジャスミンの技術さ。連れ戻したよ。
いい音がする。それにいい匂い。ライデル。
コンプレッサーがひどい。自分で直そうとしたんだな。言ったろ。今から全部やり直しだ。
聞くべきだった。
めんどくせえな。で、ハイツの方は？
大したことない。ターボ外したの？
いつからマニュアルに従うようになった？
ま、いつからでもいいだろ。
そうだな。
見てなよ、レイクショア。
Street racing started in the street, right? So it's street. Hip hop is street. When you think about urban wear, which is skateboarding brands, which is called streetwear, it's all from the hood. And it doesn't necessarily mean it has to be a urban metropolitan or like hood. It's just for racing, for hip hop. Oh, as far as the correlation in hip hop, street racing, the big rims and shit like that. Spinners were made to try to cool down exhaust and all of that shit. We took it to hip hop in the early 2000s. All the ballers had spinners on their trucks and all of that shit, 24-inch rims. Even decking your car out. The car culture is really like essentially a street and hip hop culture. Struggle, That's what everyone comes from. So hip hop started from struggle. It was people who would take their parents' records, right? And they knew that in the beginning of this record is 10 seconds that the drum is just looping. What they'll do is put that on the Serato turntable, and then they'll loop that 10 seconds, and that's your beat. Then they'll take another record, put it on the other side of the turntable, and that gives you your percussions and your hi-hats. And then they just take a microphone and rap. Hip hop was, the foundation is built off sampling initially, like essentially. And that's the whole, that's what we do. So I think everything that goes into it, I think the struggle speaks out the best. And we all know that. It's the struggle. Everybody who wasn't like born with a silver spoon in their mouth, even those born with a silver spoon in their mouth, they always feel a need to show that they're worthy, that they need to show their parents, man, I'm not just no hedge fund baby. Like I got this. I know rich billionaire, born billionaire who own multi-million-dollar businesses by themselves, and it's not no Trump thing where the dad gave him only a $10 million loan. Like what the, you know what I'm saying? It's like people who do it themselves. And I think that even if you have a silver spoon, just keep going, because if you stop, bro, you can't afford to stop. No one can afford to stop, because if you stop, it's over. And that's the truth. And for lack of better words, in the most simplest terms, if you stop, it's over. We all share the same thing, which is struggle. And for anybody struggling, I just want some words of encouragement. ASAP, meaning always strive and prosper. It's not what you think. It's not as soon as possible. But we took a positive riff on and put a spin on something that meant quickly. But for us, it's everything but fast. It actually has more of a positive perspective. And it was some form of encouragement that promoted prosperity and ambition amongst the young brothers. There's a lot of people where I come from who have a lot of capabilities and different backgrounds, but we never really exercise those tools or anything like that because we so stuck in our situations or trying to live up to a facade that was, you know, put in front of us that we got to live up to and other people's expectations. I think always strive to prosper is just creating your own path for your own destiny, but not going rogue and not giving up. It's always about the encouragement. I think the message for striving is easy. It's because it's so easy to give up. It's so easy to give up. You could give up, you could start doing, you could give up and you could just stay at home, or, you know, give up all aspirations. You could give up on life. You could give up on your friends, yourself, your family. I think prosperity is just what we all want in the long end and what we hope for. And that's what we work towards. Because I think this phrase and this crew is supposed to show you that if you strive, you shall prosper. Everybody has some type of support. So, I mean, I don't think that it's wise to try to take on everything as an individual by yourself, but you don't necessarily need a crew. It just worked out for me. We formed this brotherhood and this brothership because we don't have that where we from. You know, every time there's always an organization of guys from the urban community getting together, we labeled as a gang or some type of terrorist party or something like that. You know, we just wanted to do something positive. We're not saints, but at the same time, we're not cold-blooded sinners, and it's really all about just getting your dreams out there, man. And I think that I'm an advocate for that. You know, I advocate for that. I think I'm a catalyst for change. I think I'm a catalyst for, you know, striving and prospering and doing it how you want to do it your way, because everything about me is unorthodox, man. My style, the way I talk and everything, but I mean, it works. And I just want to encourage people to be them, whatever that may mean. And whatever your goal is set to be, to try to accomplish that. That's the purpose of it. And I think that's the pursuit of happiness in life. People don't get to know that I'm human just like them. I go through struggles just like them. I go through frustrations and everything. As far as my accolades and accomplishments go, it wasn't easy, you know, and like I said, I'm just as normal as everyone else when it comes to that matter. People just assume once you're on superstardom that you kind of don't bleed or, you know, or shit or sleep or anything. But for me, It's more so just making it, just showing people that we're all relatable in the same sense, that we all are the same in the same sense, because I deal with everyday struggles just like anybody else. Most of the time, a common person only correlates struggle to economic problems or, financial problems, but everybody has problems regardless if it's economical or not. So what would you do if you had the mindset that you have now and the knowledge that you've gained throughout the years, and you could kind of like teleport back to your old self back in, 2007 and whatnot? I wouldn't change anything. I think that those struggles is what got me here in the first place, right? And I don't think that my destiny was written in another way. So I kind of feel like the purpose of everything happening is meant to happen in that sense. As far as the keys to the game, and what I will say is that every game, every category, every margin changes. Everything. Some things change back to its original state, and some things change in hybrid to a whole nother state. Or, the evolution keeps going with everything. Some things are in style in the 60s and it comes back in style in the early 2000s, and so, so on and so forth. The game always changes. I think the best thing to do is just try to adapt with that, but still being yourself, because there comes a time and place where I don't think a lot of people, they forgot what it is to be an entertainer for the most part. Nowadays, being an entertainer is more so being a clout chaser, or being somebody for, lack of better words, somebody that's always in the public eye for no good reasons, for all the wrong things, for all the wrong reasons. And staying true to it. For instance, I'll give you an example of what I mean by that, because that was a vague statement. Nowadays, TikTok is what every artist has to appeal to. Rapper, singer, pop artist. You have to go viral on TikTok. There's artists that don't even have a platform on TikTok, and they're big, such as myself. I'm barely on it. I check it out to, for entertainment purposes like everyone else, but I don't really utilize it for my career as I should be. Now, I'm not opposed to it, but people's music is changing nowadays, and it's more appealing to the algorithm of TikTok. So will it grasp your attention in the first 15 seconds, or would you swipe past it? Will it do this? All of those factors don't even matter to me, especially when I'm making music, because I know the name of the game is to stay with the time and flow and new swagger and pace of things, because there's always a radical change in whatever you do in any industry. But I'm gonna stay true to myself, because once all of the 6ix9ine and the clout chasing stuff is all said and done, and those guys can't do shows and this and that and this and that, this the legacy artists who are there, who knows the difference between changing time and adaptation. And that's the point I'm trying to make. For me, morally, I just want my son to be open-minded, creatively, everything. Personally, I just want him to be open-minded. Nobody wants a bad seed, right? So we all pray for the same thing. I just want to have a normal child that expresses himself through his art or artistically, and something like his dad in that matter. I want him to be free, man. Like, I don't want him to discriminate against people, prejudice, none of that shit, none of that bullshit, man. My stage name isn't my real name, which is named after the God MC Rakim himself. I felt like that was like, if I was a basketball player, I got named Michael Jordan. That's like somebody in this day and age being named Jay-Z or Kanye, that's what that's equivalent to. I felt those shoes were so big to fulfill. I felt like I needed to earn my right to even call myself that. Me personally, internally, I felt that way. And I got his okay, and my nickname I got from Mos Def, Pretty Flacco. His is Pretty Flacco Bay. That's why yeah. So I get all my names from like rappers and stuff, and as long as I get the green light, I run with it, and I just try to make them proud within my legacy and lineage. Like, I just want to do the right thing and knock down doors that they never did, and accomplish things that they never thought that they could do. Because whoever comes after me got to do it bigger and better, and that's all I want to do, is just make sure that we line it up for long legacy in this genre, man. We still strong, going on 40 years, man. We still here. I want to make everybody proud, That's just me. I'm eager to do that. I want to make everyone proud, honestly. You know, and even you guys, just being able to say, I worked with that guy. You know what? I respect his shit. I like his shit. I'm proud of that kid. Like, I with him. That's what I want. That's what I'm in it for. That's what I do it for. You know what I'm saying? And that's never going to change. I'm never going to be too egotistical to say, oh, you know, I'm richer than the rappers I was named after, and I did this and that, and I don't give a, you know, that's just whatever. You know, that's just not my motto. That's not my thing. It's not my swag. So for me, I just want to make everybody proud because I'm a student and I'm always learning. And, you know, the gratitude from certain people and individuals and validation is what counts, you know. I grew up in a household of 4 siblings, but in general, there's 14 of us. And yeah, man, it's a lot of us, a lot of responsibilities. I'm the oldest. Yeah, I'm the oldest from my pop's side. So my pops passed away, and here I am with my brothers, and I'm like a dad figure in that sense. So that's why I was like, I kind of been a dad for a while now, technically, you know. It taught me I was just a weird man. I was like different from all of them. I was a strange one, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like the weird shit, like music that people wouldn't even suspect me to like. Like, what kid you know like Bob Dylan and Buddy Holly and these motherfuckers and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, listening to Bob Marley and Buju Banton, and I don't know. I'm just, do you, because where we from, it's supposed to just be, yo, I only listen to you know what I'm saying? I only listen to hoodie rap. That's it. I'm a killer. You know what I'm saying? That's the attitude. But now it's just like, if you're not on that, you advocate for and all that. If not, it's just, you know, it's braggadocious shit. Not to say that I don't have that in my rhymes. That's just the culture we come from. But I think that there's more to me than just like that layer of just braggadocious, lackluster shit, you know, that everybody's doing. And the layers go way deeper than that, you know. And I want you to invent your own style, right? On top of that, your rapping capabilities have to be God level. And when I say that, I mean you got to be able to go on your index and pick different flows, different cadences, and, you know. Also, I think what makes you a really, really, really dope MC today is when so many people from different backgrounds with you and can relate to you or listen to you, you know. And it's just like so many people speak to one demographic or target one demographic, but when you have that wide range of just different people and different backgrounds that come together and can agree upon like the body of work or just that artist in general, I think that's what makes you like God MC and somebody who doesn't do the whole bells and whistles cheat code clout thing. Like, you know, that's just it. I was on my way over here and I was talking to my boy, and we was just talking about how the kids are now like saying like, you know, Future had a way better album than Kendrick Lamar and nobody want to listen to Kendrick. And I was flabbergasted. Like, what the you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to figure out what day and age am I living in that people's, like, granted, you could like Future over Kendrick, but where do you get off saying Kendrick is ass and his music is mid? Inspiration. That's what makes a dope MC. Look, if you can inspire motherfuckers and shit like that, yes. So individuality, rapping capability, a sign of development and being mature, and last but not least, inspiration, man. If you can inspire, you know what I mean, people from different backgrounds and all that shit and reach on those people, that's what I feel like is like technically God MCs. You know, life throws you lemons. I make Sprite remix while everybody's drinking lemonade and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just like to make the best of each situation. You can't stop, man. Life is gonna throw you lemons. There's gonna be days that you just feel like you can't even get out of bed. Today was one of them, you know. What? Everybody on the screen laughing and shit, but it's true. It's true though, you know. It's just like it's one of those things where what keeps me going is the passion to create. I know that I feel like a genius, right? And I know that's some real self-centered shit to say. Within my own right, what I do, I feel like I mastered a lot of the things that I do. and within those margins, I feel like I'm a genius in that realm. And I wake up every day